off. I appreciate you stopping by. Now let's get into the little Q&A and I'll answer all your questions and we'll go from there. There was this comment, which was pretty good, which really breaks this down to where we're at. Because who was it? Who was that I was talking to? It was, I had an interview with Anthony Scaramucci. This was like 2 years ago. And we were talking about the clients that he deals with for his hedge fund. And I asked him off camera, I said, hey, are they just blusterous and they just talk about, how strong-handed they are and they're never going to sell? He's like, yeah, they do it all the time. And I go, what do people tell you that their risk tolerance is? And he goes, they say like, if it drops 30% or 40%, I'm okay. I can hang in there. And I said, okay. And I asked him, what do they really do? Okay, because what did they really say? I mean, we know what they say. What do they actually do behind closed doors? He's like, yeah, it's like 3 to 5%. Then they get out of there. I was like, wow, sucks for them. And for TradFi, that makes sense. And what Nico's saying here is what I would assume. We've got new people coming in. They hear about this crypto game and they're like, oh, this seems so simple. I just put some money into it and I make a ton of dough and then I just leave and I'm a millionaire. And now I'm, buying my yachts. And then, you get something like this and you get treasuries, you get yield curve inversion, you get talks of recession, perhaps, you get no rate cuts, you get talks of war, and then all of a sudden, where'd everybody go? Hey, I thought you guys were here for the long haul. Yeah, exactly. So if you're here right now, you're one of those people. Congratulations. I love you for being here. I am so dreading I'm so dreading the tourists that are going to come with their stupid comments and questions. Taking notes. When next airdrop? Great question. Good news. I just had Kieran Warwick. Kieran Warwick from Illuvium. We had him on 2 weeks ago. They're doing an airdrop for Illuvium. All you got to do is play the game. Guess what? So they gave everybody like a link where they can sign up and you can get whitelisted, but they're only taking a certain amount of those people. I talked to them. I go, hey, give me a link because I've been supporting you guys for over a year. Give me a link for my people, and then we can get everybody in. He said, okay, we can give you a separate link, but we'll just take it from that, and then only a certain percentage can actually come in. I'm like, cool. So I'll release that video tomorrow because we have between April 15th and April 30th for the airdrop for Illuvium. All you got to do is play one of those 4 games, and it just accumulates for the points that you play. So I'll release that hopefully in a couple days. That's there. That's that. Joby, so many fire sales. Exactly right. But be careful, everybody, because we all know this, but I just want to reiterate, even though we're down here, we had a nice little drop, doesn't mean we can't drop some more. The dip keeps dipping until you're all dipped out, right? So when that happens, this is the time I think to dollar cost average. Me personally, I'm not going to lump sum a big, huge chunk, and then all of a sudden, Israel comes out and starts bombing the hell out of Iran, and then of course everybody freaks out, and then everything drops. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have lump summed. So you never know. You never know. Hey, Panda. We walked a long way with Rob before it was, I appreciate you. Now it's I love you. Yes. I really appreciate not having the tourists because I could feel them coming in some of the live streams and it just was annoying. So what's going to happen with all of us? We're going to follow the rules, whatever our rules are that we have. We're going to take some profits and we're going to talk about those. Like, hey, we took some profits and I paid off my high interest credit card and I was able to, pay off my kids' college tuition. Or I was able to do this and I was actually able to put money down for my first house. Or I was able to upgrade my junker car. Now I can actually, get around without having so much stress. Meaning all the things that Michael Saylor does not have the same problem as you. So when people are talking about, diamond hands, sure. But when we start to say that and the tourists are there, they're going to make fun of you. They're going to make fun of me. And I don't really care. But it's just going to be so annoying. Because I'm going to do a video when I sell everything or sell 80%, and I'm going to hear it. You paper hands and you're weak and da-da-da. Okay. Not looking forward to those days. Joby gets a good point. It's a great point, as a matter of fact. Dynamic DCA. Talk about that. Let me pull up some. Here we go. Remember what I showed you guys in the beginning? The dynamic DCA. Look at this. This makes it very simple. What Joby just said, as far as dynamic dollar cost averaging, looks something like this. So let me move this out of the way. So what you do is you say, okay, I want to increase my buying as the risk, it gets less risky. So right now for Bitcoin, we're in the 0.6 to 0.7, right? So I'm not buying as much as I would say if we were in the 0.1 to 0.2 or something like that. So what that look like is, let's say you say, okay, when it goes to 0.7, 0.8, I'm going to buy $50 a week of Bitcoin, right? But then when it gets less risky and the price starts dropping, 0.6, I might pay $60 a week, and then $70 a week. And then you get where I'm going, right? So like at the time when you're at the 0.0 to 0.1, you should be backing up the truck, $130 a week or whatever you think is good for you. And what's great about Ben's site is that he has that, but he also has the let me just show you. Don't tell him. Nah, he doesn't care. Where am I? Yeah, here we go. So here's the the risk bands for everything. Let's see. So the entire crypto market cap is at 0.68. Not too bad. Altcoin market cap is 0.5. It's right in the middle. So, that's where I would make sense to me. Bitcoin now is 0.63. ETH is higher. It's weird. 0.65. ADA, if you're a big ADA fan, it's at 0.35. Maybe that's your chance to accumulate. DOT is is even lower than that. It's been really underperforming. And then off you go. Which one? Algo is 0.16. XRP, isn't that a stable coin? Just kidding. 0.35. Tezos. And let's see, which one's really feeling it? ETH is up there. How about Solana? I know it's here. What did I miss? I must be in the wrong one. Well, Matic's at 0.2. That's something to look at. So anyhow, when we're talking about dynamic DCAing, this might be something to look at for those types of things. So excellent point, Joby. Thank you. J2 Day says, I need some Bitcoin layer 2s. If you go to, there's a lot of them out there. You go to L2.watch, you can find them all. And you can start doing your research. Look at all these layer 2s. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know any of these. Bitcoin VM I heard of. Bitsat, no. Core DAO, there it is. ICP, interesting. Merlin chain. So yeah, if you want to start to go down that rabbit hole, there it is. Other Stacks, one of my best performing alt this year. Yeah, very nice stuff. Doug says, Rob, I think this dump will wash out the meme craze. I own my share, but wonder if the craze turned off some. I think the big question is, when will we get out of the meme coin craze? Think about that. Once we got the meme coin craze, then we know we've really hit rock bottom. Hello, meme. Stop working too hard. Is Peter Schiff Mr. 100? I don't know. I don't know why that guy keeps getting debated. Why do they keep debating him? It's like, why don't you just debate a flat earther? It's the same thing. Late Night Snacks says, Rob will be in Puerto Rico in May. Any recommendations? I don't know, but I'll probably have a meetup at the San Juan Smokehouse this Thursday. So, but we'll do one in May as well. So remember, San Juan Smokehouse, I buy the first round. Steven, the owner, buys the second. And then you're on the hook for the other stuff. Thanks, Ed. Sol was at 0.63. Must have missed it. George brought the rain from Illinois. Yes, exactly. Dan is Rob and Rob is Dan. Nas is here. Hello, Nas. Is Floki any good? Yeah, Floki's great. I think, again, if you ask me about your project, I'll say the same thing. Whatever it is, even though I don't know it, I'll just say, no, it's probably going to do great. Because in a bull market, everything does great. It's a good question. Eric says, Rob, you have your sell, but can you develop bear market bottom indicators video? You know what? Check this out. There's this website. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Oh, danteachescrypto.com. And it's free. It's 100% free. It's always been free. It always will be free. And if you go there, I just require you to give me your email. I don't even spam you. I just send out the updates every Sunday. Like, this is what we did. This is the new video. And that's it. But if you go to module 3, basics and safety, definitely watch those. There's Chewy. But if you scroll down here, what's this? That was a good one. The hodl tax with me and Shian Chandrasekara. Very good. Over here, you can see some bottom callers. As MVRVZ, 2-year moving average, well multiple, and reserve risk. And you can find all of these in the look into Bitcoin. I even give you the link. Let's take a look at this one. I like this one. Heck happened to this one? Oh, yeah. The reserve risk. So this allows us to visualize the confidence amongst long-term Bitcoin holders. And we calculate the reserve risk, the Bitcoin days destroyed, just the Bitcoin days, value of coins, median value of coins, and whatever. Anyhow, what it'll show you, see this I like this in the orange. It'll just pretty much tell you, like, hey, when it gets in this red, you might want to start thinking about selling. Did a pretty good job over here. Didn't do a great job over here. That's why you have to use multiple indicators. But look at this. From like January all the way through, not a bad time. Actually, this is not a great indicator. I'll be honest with you. How about MVRVZ? I think this is a better one. Look at this one. That's why I say use multiple ones, because not one's going to tell you. Yeah, look at this. This one's pretty good. Like, it told you from July 2022 to November, January 2023, which is a great time. You should have bought. Pretty good time. And right here, look where it's going. It's going down. So this would be some of the bottom indicators for that one. What else we got? I haven't looked at this in a while. Let's see how this works. Oh, yeah. The 2-year moving average. Highlights the periods when buying or selling Bitcoin should have been produced outsized returns using average 2 line. So the 2-year moving average times 5 is in the red. That's when things are just way too overbought. And you can see over here in February, March, April, yeah, overbought stuff. But then over here, you could see that it was telling you to buy at 28,000, 24,000, 21,000, 23,000, 27, and told you to stop right around 29,000. It's pretty good. So yeah, just go to the website. I got them all there. And look into Bitcoin is a free website you can check out. Yeah. Bluegrass, man, you don't like these days. I'm telling you right now, I like these days. I like these days because I know the inevitability. Nothing goes up forever. Nothing goes down forever. So I'm looking at this. I'm like, I had some money just sitting there going, and the money's not doing anything for me. And this is why I tell people, like, when you sell your crypto or digital assets, at some point, you may want to do that. I'm not telling you to do that. Yeah. Unless you own a multi-billion-dollar company where you can start buying Bitcoin to shore up the price of your stock, which essentially means it's a proxy for Bitcoin. And then you can use that as a founder to take that stock and sell the stock of your company, you probably don't need to ever sell your Bitcoin. Okay. But when I'm looking at this, I'm like, you'll never get out of assets. It's like when I first got into real estate, you'll never get out of real estate. You'll never get out, like if you're into precious metals, you never get out of precious metals. And this, you'll never, I'm sorry to tell you this, it's true. Most of you are stuck here with me in crypto digital assets for the long haul, because you're gonna sell at some point, and could be great, could be not so great. And then of course you're gonna see these monstrous dips that go down. You're gonna see a big, huge bear market come in. You're like, oh, I remember someone told me that this is where all the money's made, in the bear market. And that's what it is. So when I see these things, I'm like, this is good. This is good news for me. Shaolin says it right, though. You like these days when you're confident in the future of your coin. You're not confident when you buy a coin for the hype and try to that's it. But you got to understand, like, remember, this is why, like, I know when I first got in, I didn't like when I heard that Bitcoin was a safe value and you should just buy more Bitcoin. And I'm like, when I got in, Bitcoin was like $8,500. And I'm like, how am I going to afford $8,500 and, to get multiple of these things when Dogecoin is a fraction of a penny? I'll just get way more of those. Yeah. But then as you get into it, you kind of just realize, like, well, this is the safer bet. And then for me, as a reminder, this is my portfolio. And before you make fun of me, just remember, I've been around for a long time, so I got a lot of them. So like Bitcoin's the vast majority of what I hold, right? But the value has changed. I should really update. This was from January 24th. I have Solana is a little bit is more than what, not what Bitcoin, but it's more than what I represent here, as for sure. Then I got Ethereum, Solana, Near, Cardano, AVAX, Link, Stacks, Arbitrum, Mutable X, Injectable, Cosmos, Polygon, and 67 other cryptos. Is it hard to keep track of? Absolutely. And that's why, like, when the next bull run comes, they'll all just kind of blow up. No, I don't really care. So yeah, but Shaolin's right. Right now, if you're like, okay, I got 5,000, let's say I got $100. Okay, I could put this all into Bitcoin, or I could put $90 into whatever meme coin people are talking about, and then $10 into Bitcoin. And then of course that one gets rug pulled, or it goes down massively because it's a meme coin, and you shouldn't have done that. And now you're like, well, you got me on that one. That's just how it goes. But that's just how it is. You have to set rules for yourself. That's all. Ben has been spot on this cycle. I have around 85% of my portfolio in Bitcoin, sitting comfortable. Yeah. Me and Ben don't agree on when to accumulate alts. Like, I've been accumulating alts since 2022. And he's just like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. I'm like, I don't want to listen to you. And some have done pretty well. Some have not. But it's okay, because I'm always putting the majority into Bitcoin, and it's all works out. Now, it'll probably massively outperform for a very small finite amount of time in the bull market, but it is what it is. Yeah. I got you. Said HBAR and Helium Mobile are good safe bets in Coinbase. Both are great. Yeah, great utilities. Helium Mobile has a working product right now. You can buy $20. That's an unlimited talk, text, and data plan in the United States. I don't know if it's offered in the EU or the parts of the world, but $20 for a plan that you can do right now. That's crazy. That's a good question. John says, Rob, will you be updating your minivan for the next cycle to a 2019 model? And the answer is absolutely not. 2018 Dodge Grand Caravan. I mean, I could have been cheap and gone for just the Caravan, but I'm a baller and I went for a Grand Caravan. And look, when you're old like me, you just want comfort and great gas mileage. And that's what a Caravan does. No, I'm not gonna update. What the hell for? Huh? It's pumping. I don't know what it is. Dodge sucks. How dare you, sir? How dare you? It cost me less than 20K. And that's it. Like, we're good. Everybody, So on that note, Dodge sucks. That's it for today. So look, if you don't like the price, just hang around. It's like the rain in Puerto Rico. It'll stop. It'll change. That's for sure. That's it for today. Like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Everything we talk about is definitely time sensitive, and we're really going to accelerate as we go into the halving, which I think is a couple days away, 4 or 5 days or something like that. But that's it. Thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great